Yo, this Diddy the Menace business is crazy. It's getting out of hand. Have y'all been seeing all of the stepping downs of all these other executives all across the board, all over the place? I've heard some people saying, the opinions of some people, where they was like, they're like, yo, it's the changing of the guard, this, that, and the third. Like, you know how capitalism, you know, often in capitalism, or probably often in capitalism, it goes through these phases where they clean house and bring everything anew. You know what I'm saying? That usually be because of budget cuts or something like that, or the business is bad. They need somebody to come in and make it, pick the business back up, or to make the business more successful than it already was. Or somebody buys out a company and they fire the whole staff and move in their own stuff like that. So in those regards, it's like, yeah, it's a changing of the guard on many different levels, or one of many different levels. It could be either one of those. But I don't know if I believe it is either one of those. I think I believe that this is the dominoes. Domino, nigga. I think niggas is slapping bone right now. Pause. It's a domino reference. Pause. Pause, protesters. Get your ass out of here. Rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide, the president. I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor. With you, if you don't follow the rules around here. So those rules include liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell for all the notifications, all of them. Don't cheat me. And send a super thanks if you're trying to be a tax-paying citizen of the nation. I know everybody don't like paying taxes, I get it, but if you're trying to be a tax-paying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks or a cash app. We actually prefer the cash app. We get all of it. And faster. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. This could be the domino effect. Like, we, for a long time, the culture, well, not for a long time, but as long as Puffy has been in this situation, as long as his troubles have been apparent to the rest of us, we've all said that he don't, on some level or another, he don't seem like the type to go down by himself, pause. You know what I'm saying? He's taking a few people with him, or gang, or the whole gang. He taking down the whole set. You know what I'm saying? The meme with the nigga in the precinct with snot bubbles coming out his nose? Yeah, the whole gang going down. This could be that. And a lot of dudes are getting they getting their matters in order. Like, if it was all music industry niggas stepping down, mixing and matching and shifting positions and all of that. If it was all music industry things, I would say, yeah, this might just be a changing of the guard, because the music industry is an ever-changing landscape. With more ways for artists to come with more ways for artists to go direct to consumer and all of that, it's forcing a lot of the big companies to scramble now. So that would make sense. But when niggas said the CEO of Nike was stepping down or something like that, like the chairman or whatever of Nike, I'm like, whoa. Granted, I already believe what I believe. This wasn't the tipping factor, but I'm just saying, this is just a factor that I find very loud. It's loud. You know what I mean? So you're like, what Nike got to do? Like, come on, B. So here's the thing. To Kevin Liles, I met Kevin Liles before too. He's another one of those dudes that I had a meeting with, right? Interestingly enough. And, Kevin Liles struck me as a no-nonsense guy, but he was kind of cool. Not trying to be overly friendly, he kind of had a friendly face to me, in my opinion. Like, but you know, he wasn't trying to. I don't really remember the conversation. It was, you know, it was. He wasn't in there trying to kiss my ass, pause. You know, like a lot of, you get in these offices and they like, they like to tell you all kind, tell you this, that. He wasn't trying to sell me no dreams. It didn't feel like, but I remember, like, he said enough to me for me to know that, well, for me to feel like he didn't genuinely rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't like, either he didn't really rock with me, or he didn't really see the potential, or whatever it was. I didn't feel like it wasn't. I didn't come out of that meeting feeling like, yo, thinking I was going to sign to his company or something like that or whatever. But anyway, I think that might be irrelevant. What I'm saying is, he was the first name that jumped up. You made me think of it. Like, the first name that jumped out to me when they was talking about, in this list of CEOs and, big wigs that are stepping down and all of that. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But it made me think immediately. Because when I had that meeting with Kevin Liles, I believe he was at Def Jam, right? And it was like, while we all on Puffy case, right? While Diddy is getting smoked in the court of public opinion, and very possibly in the real court too, Diddy ain't the only nigga who was having wild parties. Like, you gotta think about it. Just think about you and your group of friends, right? Don't y'all try to one up each other? Or haven't y'all ever went through that phase? Even if y'all not trying to one up each other, y'all trying to be on par with each other. Ain't nobody trying to be the whack one in the crew, right? And I understand some dudes out here don't care. This isn't a blanket statement to this ain't accurate all the way across the board. But I'm just saying, niggas, when you live in a life and you having fun, when you out there having fun, when life gets more serious and you got to take care, man, shit, family and all that, competition is none. You can get all that shit out of here, it don't matter. But when you out there living a lit life, peer pressure, the comparison, and it's a certain amount of competitiveness happens. Men are competitive most of the time. Most men. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm throwing dope parties, right? And I got I might be the nigga in my immediate crew who throw all the dope parties. My dope party is all our dope parties. But, our friends from over there who came to our party, they might be trying to, them niggas, our shit going through the roof. We about to have niggas breakdancing on the ceiling, right? Like, whatever it is to one up each other. I mean, like, it's an industry, in a competitive industry. We talking about the rap industry, right? Everybody is always trying to, all right, this nigga did, I gotta top that. We try to top each other as rappers. We try to top each other's sneakers. Whoa, pause. That was bad. Forgive me. We try to outshine each other. We're competitive. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing that dudes do. You know what I mean? And stop calling Puffy a rapper now. All y'all media niggas, y'all real funny. When y'all loved him, when they loved Puffy, he was a mogul. He's an entertainer, hip hop mogul and businessman. If they put rapper, they might have put they didn't even include rapper a lot of times. They would put it at the end of his accolades. Now it's rapper first and last and middle. Pause. He ain't nothing but a rapper now. That just goes to show they don't like rap. They don't like us, B. They don't like us. But anyway, I don't like them either. I don't like that. You call this nigga a rapper. Why don't put him over here with us now? Disrespecting us in our situations, our gangstifications and G-dentures. Nah. Anyway, I'm still kind of I made an analogy. Some of y'all gonna rock with it. Some of y'all ain't. Like I didn't rock with Puffy, right? We wasn't cool, but at the same time, it still feel crazy to know that he's possibly seen his last day as a free man. I still don't say it's a guarantee. Still don't say it's a guarantee, right? Because as bad as it looked for him, if he willing to give up niggas over him, pause, and it is niggas over him. If he willing to give some niggas up, might not be the end. But you give up some big enough niggas, pause, it might not be the end for him. That's just how it goes. They go up. They go up the ladder. You know what I mean? If they can go up the totem pole, pause. If they could get somebody higher on the totem pole, they will. You know what I mean? He might get a lighter sentence or whatever. I mean, I still seriously doubt he's not going to get away scot-free, period. I mean, listen, I've been locked up before. Being locked up a month is too long if you got a free spirit. You understand what I'm saying? If your spirit, if you used to being free, you ain't, some niggas, whatever, they jail is normal. A weekend is too fucking long. So as long as it's going to take him to fight that trial or get to the trial, the speedy trial and all of that, he's still going to be there for quite a few months, unless they decide to give him bail, and they not giving him bail. House arrest my ass. He might just have a whole nother party at his crib with more baby oil. That's how they look at it. They not with that. Pause wherever applicable. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. On another note, I mean, so I don't lose my point. Like, yo, y'all really think Puffy turned into this, what y'all call a monster? He ain't no monster. Stop putting that on me. Don't stop bringing monsters into this. But you really think Puffy was this foul from day one? Y'all really think that? I look at the old Puffy back in the days. Puffy looked soft. Back in the days when he was, when he was at Uptown Records and all that. He didn't seem like he had a gangster bone in his body, and I know looks can be deceiving and all of that. But also, both things can be true. He could have became that villain. Every villain has an origin story. You understand what I'm saying? And the people who he came in the game under, pause, they led him in that direction. That's just you. I mean, do I have proof? No. Neither do y'all, right? But it's proof out there, and that's what niggas is looking for. And if Puffy could provide proof, then his odds could change. It could. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one to bring no name. I'm not gonna mention no names that ain't already wrapped up in none of this. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. I'm gonna follow the internet etiquette that I see and respect. I got some sort of. I don't respect all of the shit, but I see some of it. I'm like, I can rock. If it's already in the news going crazy, then, then mention it. But I'm not gonna drag none of their name out in the. And always, I'm gonna try to be respectful in what I say, even if I don't like you. You know what I mean? But it's crazy though. The analogy I made the other day though was like, this whole Puffy being gone for good. Like, if this nigga's just gone, this is something maybe New Yorkers will rock with this. Maybe my New Yorkers will feel me. It's been like 30-something years, this nigga Puffy been a part of our consciousness, a fixture in our consciousness, in our awareness, right? And then just like that, one day he's gone. Like, we didn't know he was going the day we knew he was going. We didn't know he was going. So it's different from the analogy I made. But to my New Yorkers, you remember growing up in New York, and every time you crossed the Brooklyn Bridge, or every time you went someplace high, like, on a roof or something. Like, I'm on a roof right now, but this roof ain't high enough. But like, from the projects, you've been on a lot of high roofs, any high windows, high floors. And you looking, if you had a window, or if you was able to see in the right direction, you saw the Twin Towers, the World Trade Center. It was just very normal to you. Like most of us never even, as most New Yorkers never even went in them buildings. They was just there. Like, you know how a real nigga from Cali barely go to the beach. Somebody from New York, like, well, y'all, what? I would be at the beach every day, right? They're like, man, I'm going to no goddamn beach, right? So many New Yorkers never been to the Empire State Building, Twin Towers, Statue of Liberty. That's not, you live here, that shit is just decor. You don't care about that like that, right? But you still notice it, and you see it every chance that you can. Like every time it's within eye shot, you're going to notice it because it's flashy. It stands out, right? And then for one day, for that shit to be gone, like every time I drive over the Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, probably the Williams, but I always notice anytime where I can see that new tower got there, that new tower that they have there, I can feel the absence of the Twin Towers. 20 years later, 23 years later, every time, you like, damn, that's Puffy been in our eyesight for 30 years straight. And now this nigga is just gone. We ain't gonna see him doing none of his. Take that. We ain't gonna see none of that no more. We ain't gonna see none of that no. It's crazy, bruh. I don't know if I like it. I mean, it is what it is. I can't say I don't know if I like it. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I have some more things that I want to talk to y'all about. I'm not going to do it in this video, but I will be soon in the very next few videos, because this topic ain't going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want to make these videos too long, but trust and believe, I had a very interesting conversation with one of my rap friends, and he told me something that y'all need to stay tuned for. Trust me. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 motorcycles. They got motorcycle emojis? Since these niggas just tried to fuck up the end of my video or whatever, you get 4 motorcycle emojis. Rock on, rock on.